Come on, I shot him! Oh my god. This game, man.
If you loved SWAT 4 like I did, then you'll love Ready or Not. Right off the bat, it's clear the developers were fans of SWAT 4 and wanted to make an updated version of it. I'm sure if they got the rights they would have called this SWAT 5, but Ready or Not seems like a fitting title. For the most part, gameplay-wise, it is the same with a few differences. Remember what I hated most about SWAT 4? After you complete all your main objectives, the game will tell you how many reports or secured weapons you missed. So you run around the map looking for that last gun, which most likely just fell through the map, so you end the mission and take the penalty. Well, not in Ready or Not. Once you restrain all suspects, you can just hit the search and secure button, which will send out your squad mates to go restrain any civilians and secure any weapons you missed. However, any soft objectives or any civilians you haven't discovered yet will require you to find and report them yourself. The good thing is these soft objectives are always in the same spot, so if you can't find it, there's guides out there to tell you. Overall, Ready or Not has been a great game to play, but challenging to beat. It took me a long time to figure out the best way to tackle situations. The easy ones are if you see a suspect on the other side of a door, you can just blow it up with C2. Maybe throw a flash just in case another suspect comes into the room to check on the noise. Using CS gas works well, but you'll need a gas mask to not get affected by it. I tried the stinger, but it didn't always seem to work when it should, so maybe it's a bug that will get fixed. Speaking of fixing, they need to keep working on the AI. Recently they came out with a patch, and so far it did appear like enemies are easier, or at least they have a bit longer of a delay before they start shooting at you. When I first started playing, they were like aimbots. Before I even had a chance to aim at them, I was already dead. So early on, I didn't care about getting penalized for illegal use of deadly force. If I tried giving a suspect a chance to put down his gun, he usually just turned and killed me instantly. Now it seems, or at least to me at the moment of this video, they gave the player more time to shoot back. As for my squad mates, they also need some work. If they're facing the correct direction, they do a good job taking out enemies. But other times, if they are searching a room and happen to look the wrong way, which they often do, then usually the suspects will take them out. Again, I'm sure the devs are doing their best to address these AI issues, and hopefully with time they will slowly improve with each patch. The game did crash on me a lot, but this happened when I launched the game using DirectX 12, so I hope they are working on the compatibility issues, or maybe my computer is just better at running on 11, so for now just use DirectX 11 if you want to avoid crashes. For the single player, they added this system of your squad mates have a stress level. If squad mates die or you leave before the mission is over, this will cause other squad mates' mental health to go down. If you keep using them too much, they will either go to therapy for a couple of missions or just quit the force. Early on, this system sucks, but after completing some missions, you unlock more officers to have on reserve. Every officer has a special trait. They unlock these from getting experience and surviving missions. It really helps to have someone who increases all officers' accuracy, armor, and health. You could say it's a risky system and adds to your own stress of how you're going to clear a room safely to keep your squad alive. Nothing is more frustrating than seeing a squad mate with a trait die in a dumb way. But don't worry, it's not critical to have these traits unless you're trying to get a perfect S score. Then you'll need certain traits to make these missions easier. Getting certain scores on each mission unlocks cosmetic items. Glad to see no microtransactions or any kind of in-game currency. Just good old beat the mission and get a high enough score to unlock a piece of gear to show off to other players you know how to play this game. As for the actual gameplay, shooting will take time to get used to, but most importantly, it is an intense game. The slow scanning of each room, checking every corner and hiding place. Even if a suspect surrenders, you still need to be careful when approaching to handcuff them. They might just quickly get up and slash you with a knife, or refuse to cooperate and just punch you. Some missions are going to be harder than others. I got stuck on the USPS warehouse and hospital missions. They have a lot of armed suspects requiring careful planning, or I just armed all my squad mates with shields. This helped a lot with their survival. Despite having to retry 20 times on the USPS level, I never got bored. I kept trying different weapons and tactics like telling the squad to fall in after they search a room. Then carefully check and scan the big warehouse, or have a team stay in one spot and cover an area in order to watch our backs or any flanking enemies coming to check. Overall, Ready or Not is worth the purchase at $50, especially if you got friends to play with. You'll have a great time. I hope to see more levels from the developers or even from the community, so I'll give the game a solid 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching.